So we took off and went to meet the orbit or the trajectory of 3i Atlas. Beyond exciting. And when we arrived closer, we could really see the elongated shape. And it is not pointing at the sun as all comets do. It was pointing towards its trajectory, not towards the sun is here, and 3i Atlas does that. So it was not doing like every comet like this. It was, let me take a pen. So the sun and any comets would do that. Okay? 3i Atlas, no, 3i Atlas does that. It's a ship, of course. So I may remind you what is really 3i Atlas. It is called an explorer, and it is a plasmic consciousness inhabited an empty vessel, which is a rock carved, that could welcome a crew, but it is so old that no crew has ever been there for billions of years. It is older than this star system. These plasmic consciousnesses that are out of time, out of linear time, I mean, are exploring the galaxy and other galaxies. They also travel into intergalactic medium to gain information and enrich themselves with data information on other culture, and their purpose is curiosity and gaining knowledge. They are very wise and old beings, of course wise because of all the knowledge they have recorded and archived from all the worlds and the cultures they've been visiting since an amount of time that defies your imagination. Because of course, linear time is not the norm everywhere else when you step out of gravity. So we approach this unmanned. Unmanned means with no biological being on board, no physical, biological being or creature, whatever, on board. The ship is biologically empty. Now, it is inhabited by a plasmic consciousness that has no physical body. It is benevolent, and it is curious and respectful of the greater laws of evolution, which are based on non-intervention. It will analyze, record anything it can record, and go. Bye-bye. Forever. They never come twice in the same star system, unless they have a purpose. They explore, that's why they're called the explorers. It is pacifist. It has no intention of intervening in anything, nor any nonsense you hear about activation, awakening, nothing. They are not intervening in any civilization, in no evolution of civilizations they are encountering. They are respectful and honoring the greater laws of evolution. The Galactic Federation of Worlds calls it the Prime Directive. The Anahim call it the Dayakura. And many other cultures give it their name, but we may talk about it as the greater laws of evolution. As we approached the object, the being, it interacted with us, with our consciousness, and first with Iya, of course. They acknowledged their grandeur, wisdom, ancientness. Iya is an immortal, so it resonated a lot with the consciousness of 3i Atlas. It has no name. Why is it called 3i Atlas? It's a third interstellar object, so seen first by a telescope named Atlas, and that's all. It has no name. So we call it our explorer visitor. The shuttle positioned itself parallel on the top, a little bit behind of 3-eye atlas. And we stayed there. We could see all the little windows switched off black because it's empty, square windows. The roughness of the rock, but not that much. It's really a cylinder. It has the external aspect of carved in rock, roughly, but you really see perfect cylinder. You see it's not natural. That's what I mean. It's been engineered, carved. And we stayed there, communicating with it. We received a feeling of sacredness, privileged communication, being out of time, suddenly connecting with this being's consciousness. We felt jumping into the time field and not being here and there in that shuttle. We were all connected, interfaced with him. The feeling was a feeling of peace, sensation of serenity, eternal, infinite, interconnected serenity. Danaan had the message. He received it. Not here, not me, not the girls. Danaan. He was crying because the being addressed directly to him. And the being said to him only this. What I'm going to share, it's one sentence. But as Danaan transcribed how we perceived it, this meant a lot of things on different levels. The sentence, the message Danaan received from the being was, I come in peace. This means on different levels that he is really coming in peace, not to interact with anyone, anybody, any culture. Observe and go. Not interact. He is a bringer of peace because it's so powerful. He's so radiating with peace and wisdom and ancientness that he is impregnating the whole solar system on its trajectory with the vibration of peace. Awakening the feeling of peace in all beings' consciousness on this path. He will soon leave the proximity of Mars to continue its trajectory towards behind the sun, where we will be end of October, 30th of October, and then go on the other side, be close to Venus. So I may have other data at that moment. Why he is going behind the sun that close? Because these beings feed with frill, and with the frill generated by the gravitational field of the stars, which are very powerful. The radiation emitted by stars is generating frill by activating the particles of ether around them. So the frill at the proximity of stars is very, very strong and does a lot. So he's going to feed off that. It's going to last him until the next star system. And then he is going to regenerate and rejuvenate and restore his energy. We are very privileged to receive the visit of an explorer. After we stayed a while with him, we bid goodbye. Very respectfully, we detached. the quantum link of our consciousnesses. And the shuttle left. We went back to Mars, dropped Danaan and the girls, and took off, where Ia brought me back to Earth. When I arrived, it was 4:45 in the morning where I live, so I left the narrative of this adventure and experience to the following day, which is today, October 4th. I hope you enjoyed my testimony, my experience, and I will share with you much more as time goes, because we are living extraordinary time. NASA put up posts of photos of 3i Atlas that looked exactly how I described it, a cylinder ship. And also was detected a little tiny dots following it.